Hi everyone, Happy New Year! Hi! Hope you guys are good. Welcome back to Sheri Proof. It is my first video of 2021. We are here, we made it. Thank you, Jesus. And from my heart to yours, from my family to yours, I wish all of you the very, very best of health, of strength, prosperity. Have a really good 2021. And let's just make the best use of the life, of the health, of the strength, of the next opportunity that we have to do what we need to do to accomplish everything that we need to accomplish on this earth. And I really do wish the very best for you, for me, for all of us. And let's just have a great year. Okay, we put the past behind us. Let's have a great year. So in this new video, in this first video of 2021, it's not so much reviews, but I want to show you guys what I got because I bought some makeup. Who is buying makeup? Is anybody buying makeup? I feel like in 2020, a lot of us were more focused on skin because we were home, probably doing a little bit more self-care. Some of us may be having new issues with our skin because of stress, because of masks. And so we spent a little bit more time on skin. I know I certainly did. I didn't really pick up that much makeup during the year, like 1 or 2 items. But I picked up some drugstore and some higher end products coming down to the end of the year. There were a couple of sales. I resisted generally. I think you all will think that I did really well. I'm proud of myself, really proud of myself, because this is really small compared to what hauls would look like. Essentially, this is a haul. So we will start with the cheaper items. I will put on the screen the prices that, for the items and so on, but we're going from lower end to higher end. Okay, so we're gonna start with the budget items, and the first set of items are from Shein. And a lot of you, I know, go to Shein, you all buy like clothes there, you buy accessories, press-on nails are from Shein. I'm becoming like really popular right now. But I saw a couple people talking about the makeup because Shein launched a brand called She Glam, their own line of makeup, and I wanted to pick up as much items as I could from the line that appealed to me, to try out and test for you guys, because I mean, not everybody is going to spend a lot on the higher end products, and there are excellent drugstore or budget makeup available, right? So the first thing is this, and it's actually this that got me started. This is the Stay Wild all-in-one color palette by She Glam. Really lovely packaging, beautiful color. It really attracted me when I saw, other people using it. There is no mirror, but this is what it looks like. And yeah. No, that is not Shein's fault. That's my darling daughter who saw this, loved the colors, took her finger and grabbed into it, and I was able to pull this away from her before that was the only damage that she did, right? So yeah, one of my highlights got that dug, and that's a beautiful reminder that I have my sweetheart with me. But yeah, so these are the shades. I have used this. Now, if you've seen my last IGTV video for 2020, I did an unboxing video. The makeup that I did there with the light yellowish gold on my lid, and I'm wearing a black dress with a V-neck. That face is literally She Glam makeup. Everything here is on my face there, so you could go check that. I did film it. If you guys wanted to see like how I applied, how the products look on application and so on, let me know, and I could definitely share that video. But this palette, I have not used like all the shades, but I had a couple of concerns because people who were using it, I saw like a lot of Caucasian or fairer people saying that, yeah, there is like a bronzer here, these two are blushes, these two are highlights, and then you have the shadows on the two top rows, right? And they were saying, oh, they're not sure like how many people can actually use this bronzer. And I'm shocked because in that video, the bronzer that's on my face, the only one that's on my face is the shade called Whenever. It works perfectly fine on me. If you are darker than me, no, though it may not show up, but it worked, and I could actually build it up, and it had a lot of good pigments. So I was really surprised. This blush shade may actually be too deep for me, but I have made use of it in my crease. I have only used a couple shades in this, so I've used not all. Did I use all? No, not all. So I used this matte already, this deeper one, the cream shade, and I only used 2 shimmers. This one that I use is actually like more like a kind of clear base, and it has like some like a multicolor thing in it. Like, let me kind of show you there. Could you actually see? Yeah, that top shiny shade there, that's that shade. And then the yellow gold is what you'd actually see that I applied on my lid. And it wasn't bad at all. The mattes actually pretty good. They impressed me and everything applied well. I have to play with everything else. So if you guys want a more detailed review, of course, you can feel free to ask for it. But this was like under $10. Seriously, that's excellent. No joke, excellent. Okay, the other items are powder items. So the first one is, this is the satin powder. And let me just say, I am so impressed with how Shein packaged everything. Like, everything was well wrapped. Like, if any of your stuff arrived broken from them, it's because the box really got dinged up and thrown or something like that. They really took the steps necessary to make sure that the stuff gets to you really good, and I was really impressed. Like, all of these boxes were also wrapped and sealed and so on, like really tightly. I had to get something to cut into them to get the stuff out, which is really good. But this is the first item. This is the She Glam Baked Glow Setting Powder. This is what the box looked like. This is what the actual product looked like, and I got the shade light brown, right? So this is like an all over satin powder. I actually got light brown because I thought I will use it as an under eye powder, but let me just tell you what it says. It's a weightless, translucent, highly oil controlled loose powder, basically with a radiant finish. It is 100% talc free. Now the thing about it is, like, while I thought I'll use this in my under eyes, it does have a radiant glow and so on, but it is really translucent, so you will see the true color of your concealer come through with this. Not like a lot of color, but I love the fact that it is really translucent. It works perfectly on my skin. I actually want to use this as a setting powder all over for my foundation instead, because I actually wanted a powder that would give me a little bit of brightening under my eyes. There's definitely the radiant finish, but not necessarily brightening. So I can use this in many different ways, and I like that. Now, the interesting thing is that they said that this powder, it has oil control properties, which is interesting because it's radiant with oil control properties. So when I try this as an all-over setting powder, I'll let you guys know. But so far, I mean, really good packaging. I really enjoyed the couple times that I use it so far. This is a good amount of powder in here, so we'll see. Then I also got this, which is the She Glam Lightweight Matte Blush. Yeah. The package is actually rose gold. The camera is not like picking it up in all its glory. But this is the packaging. Really pretty, compact, feels nice. And this is the shade. So the shade I got is Good Vibes. It's like a peachy shade. I actually quite like it. The first time I used it, I was like, nothing was coming out of my brush. Like I just lightly tapped the brush, because with blush you don't want like a whole set coming out on your skin. But then I realized, okay, nothing was coming out, so I just dipped my brush a little bit more, and then I got the shade. This is what it looks like. Really lovely, like peachy shade on me. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it there. Love it, really like that. And then the last powder item that I picked up from them was a highlighter. This is their She Glam Metallic Glow Highlighter. Again, this is the packaging. Really nice, really heavy, nice packaging inside to make sure it stays. But this one, in terms of the actual product, the packaging was like the cheapest feeling. But that lovely little pattern inside there, it has, and this is what the product looks like on the inside. It feels super smooth, but this one you could actually, while it feels smooth, I could tell this is a budget item compared to other highlights that I have, and that's fine. I mean, all these powders were like under $5 or $6, like really budget. But this is what the highlighter looks like. Let me see if I can show you guys there. That's what it looks like. The issue that I had with this is, like, when I put it onto my skin, I found like it was a little bit hard to blend out. So like I was seeing the line, but you all look back at that video and tell me what you think, because the highlight that I'm wearing in that unboxing video is this one. I don't know if it's the brush that I use, because I only use it that one time, but I will definitely play around with it. It is a pretty color. It's a very blinding highlight, I can tell you that, on the skin. But we will see. And then I also picked up one of their glitters in the pots, and I don't know where that is right now. I'm not gonna blame Hadassah because it's not her fault. I probably just moved it and put it somewhere, and I can't find it right now. But that one was the item that I least like from what I got and tried so far, because I think I picked up the wrong one. That one like has a clear base with like iridescent glitter, which I thought would be really nice, but you really need to spread it out for the like glitter to share out on your eye. That means for somebody like me that I might mess up my makeup and stuff like that. We not have that life, right? So I did use it as well in that video. I don't think I'm going to reach for that very often though. I may reach for it once or twice again, but that one wasn't like, nah, wasn't so good. And the last item is this. I don't have the box with me right now, but this is their mascara. But it's a two-sided mascara. So one side is for lengthening, and has these kind of bristles. The other side is for volumizing, and this type of one completely reminds me of like my Too Faced Better Than Sex, L'Oreal Lash Paradise, the kind of one that I like. However, when I was applying this for my first use, again, I did film that. I did not like how this was going on. I think it was because the mascara is too wet. Like, how many people leave their mascaras open to dry out a little bit? So I am leaving it open for a couple of days, literally to dry out a little bit, and then I'll try it again, and I can let you guys know what I think about it. And then the last item that I picked up from Shein was this. Oh my god. And I think this is my favorite item. This is the Matte Allure mini liquid lipstick set, and the shade is Feel Real. And I'm gonna tell you guys one time, the first time I wore this, I literally went back on Shein and I went to try to buy like more kits in this because I was so impressed. So these are the shades. These are the shades of the lippies that I got. I'm actually wearing this deeper one. I use it to outline my lips, and then there is this more pinky lighter shade that I use in the middle to create this ombre lip. I think it looks good. What do you guys think? But not only that, the formula, I've worn every single one of them. The formula of these is really nice. I love the paddle applicator. You could see it has that kind of applicator. Really nice to work with. These, you have a lot of playtime. It goes on moussey, almost kind of whipped. It feels nice on the lip going on. You could play with it, fix anything if you make mistakes, yada yada. Blending them together was so easy, and so on. And then when it dries out, it's going to dry matte, because as you can see, it's not a very uncomfortable matte. I'm actually pretty impressed. I'm wearing it right now with nothing under, no lip balm, anything, and I'm pretty comfortable. It's not the most comfortable, but it's comfortable. It's very comfortable. I mean, for the price, I'm actually really impressed. Let me show you guys what the shades look like. Okay, so I was like really generous with the swatches there, and you can see like they are like a really nice luscious texture. I absolutely love the shades. I'm going to be wearing these all the time, no joke. I'm telling you guys, I love them. Like, if you go onto Shein, if these do restock, definitely pick them up. If it's one thing alone you pick up from them, definitely that. And then I have one more item to share in this part of the video with you that's budget. I did not get this from Shein. I think I got this from Walmart, but it's actually now available locally. And it's from Kiss. And it's their lash glue and eyeliner in one. And I saw a lot of people talking about this, so I really wanted to try it, because you all know, only way I apply lashes is because I put the glue on my lash line and then I put my lashes on. When I apply glue directly to the lashes and then to put it on, I don't ever get through. So I stick to the technique that works for me. So now a lot of these companies are actually putting the lash glue in liner form, and I used it today. It actually went on really well. I had to wait much less time than I do for my other regular lash glues that I use to apply these, which made it really nice and easy to use, like literally 10 seconds probably, and they stuck well. Now I haven't worn this like out or anything like that to tell you that's gonna last all day, but I am so impressed with these, the liner as well. Just to tell you guys how much I love it. It's already in my little Sheri approved mug with all my brushes. Let me see if I find it here for you. Right. So this is what it looks like, the actual liner, and this is the tip. Really nice tip. It is actually very black as well. It was easy to do what I did today. I had a lot of control, and that's difficult for someone like me because I'm not a liner queen. It's very difficult for me to do it. But again, I need to try it out some more. Let me test to see, you know, how, if it bleeds, how it wears, and so on. And I could give you guys an update on that. But I love the fact that it's also available locally now in Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, so let's get into the higher end part of this video, and let me share with you guys the things that I picked up. So I picked it up from a couple places, mainly Sephora, but the first thing is actually a repurchase, so I'm not going to go too much into that. And it's these. Like, I picked up a bunch of the Julep When Pencil Meet Gel Met Gel Long Lasting Eyeliner. I absolutely love these. I don't wear pencil liners so much anymore, but a lot of times when I do grab, I grab these last like more than 10 hours. They work perfectly. It's like gel liner in pencil form, hence the name. And on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, you could get them like from 40 to 60% off. It brings it down completely, so I always grab some. I showed these in my 2019 video, or what I bought, the last things that I bought like around Christmas time 2019. So again, I usually always pick up a set at that time. So this was a repurchase. I think 2 shades inside here were new for me. The Navy Smoke, yeah, and this one, which is the Electric Teal, shimmer. But the others I think are shades that I already have. And yeah, so moving on to the items that I picked up from Sephora. So let's go into first the powders. So this one is a Deidre made me buy it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. So some months ago in 2020, Deidre messaged me when she got this and she said, Sheri, I ain't telling you nothing. I just selling you the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. The shade is stand, just buy it. That's all. That's what she said. And when she talks to me like that, I'm gonna listen. But I didn't pick it up before until now. I had it on my wish list, and so I picked it up. And let me get it out from here. Oh my goodness! Just look at that packaging. I'm holding it wrong side, right? Just look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Who needs more bronzer? This is like almost half the size of my face. And just look at the inside. I have not used this yet, but I can't wait to use it. So many people rave about this bronzer, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. So yeah, I knew for sure that I would pick that up. And the truth is, like, I wasn't going to pick up anything because I found like the Sephora VIP sale came along and I had no zeal to buy anything. Nothing at all. I do have things on my wish list, but I wasn't like excited. I remember like usually on Black Friday, I will wait up like 3-4 o'clock in the morning for when the sale starts our time to start to buy. I slept. I had like absolutely no desire to buy anything. So I actually went into the beauty chat room and I asked them like, are you guys picking up anything from the Sephora VIP sale? And this next item was actually encouraged by Khadijah. Now, I'm glad that she did it. Khadijah, thank you so much for the recommendation because I have tried the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders like the Dim Light and so on before. Years now. I love them. I have a couple of them. But the palettes, I have never picked up any simply because I felt like the bronzer and the blush shades may not work for me and then I'll only get use out of the highlight or the other powders. And I felt like it's a waste of money because these are not cheap, sis. They are not cheap. But Khadijah actually said get it because the bronzer shade looks, it actually comes off darker than is on the pan. So I looked at it like I looked at it 100 times. I had it in my cart to take it out. I had it in my cart to take it out. You know, I went through the whole rigmarole and eventually decided to pick it up. Guys, oh my goodness. I love this thing. I'm so glad she encouraged me to pick it up because I have used it like 2 or 3 times now. It is what I'm wearing on my face today, like all the powders from here. This is what the packaging looks like. It's really reflective, so I'm not going to blind you, but it's always stunningly gorgeous packaging that picks up a lot of fingerprints. It has a really big mirror. This entire thing's a mirror, but these are the shades. So this shade here is the bronzer that I'm wearing. It's the only thing that I have to warm up my face. I'm wearing the blush on this side. This is my highlight. And then I use this powder here all over my face as like a finishing powder. And I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Like if you've been thinking about this one, I don't know if it's still available. I don't know because it was like their Christmas release. And people usually, there are people that collect these things. The powders, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders, they are phenomenal. If you've never tried any, they are amazing. I just never picked up one of the palettes simply because of that issue with the shades. But all of these work for me. I am so happy that I picked it up and finally I can get like to use one of the bronzers and so on because these look so radiant, so beautiful. Like they just melt into your skin. Very, very high performance, high quality powders. And I love that you get this in the packaging. So if you don't know what you're doing, this will kind of tell you like which powders are for where. So what's blush, what could be highlight, what's to set all over your face, what's bronzer, etc. So yeah, works really, really nice. I love that so far. Then I also picked up one of these. This is the Cover FX Custom Drops. This is a shade that I don't have. I have a darker shade that I usually use. Like if I have a foundation that's too light, I will put like that to kind of help me be able to use it all. But this one is the shade G Medium 4, so this one's a little bit closer. And I figured I could actually add this to moisturizer and so on if I want a little bit of coverage during the day. Or maybe to correct something, I don't know. But I feel like these, you cannot go wrong with these. And they were like 14 something. And then I got 20% on top of it because it was already on sale. So I just picked up another bottle. I haven't tried the shade, so I'm not even fully sure if it'll work for me. But with these custom cover drops, that's it. It's custom. You could do a lot of things with them. So I was glad to get that. The next thing is a foundation. And you all know I have a foundation problem, but you'll be very proud of me because in 2020, I did not purchase a lot of foundations. I mean, why would I? Because, you know, I'm wearing makeup basically to film, when I have like virtual meetings, for church, now that church has reopened, but not every day because I'm not going to the office every day or anything like that. So, yeah. And now it's raining. But we have to finish this video. So the only foundations that I actually repurchased during 2020 were my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear, my Physicians Formula ones, which I absolutely love, those two. Then and those were the ones that I'm actually reaching for because those were the foundations I'm actually using for, you know, the meetings and so on. And then I got the Catrice in PR like later on in the year. I fell in love with that, started to use that like crazy. So I really didn't feel like I needed to buy foundation, but I was good. So I say, okay, let me pick up this one because I was looking at a couple, and it is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. Quite a few have asked me, are you picking that up? A lot of you have been asking me for reviews on it. I didn't pick up the Long Wear Radiant, which was released before that. It looked interesting. I don't know why it just didn't appeal to me, but I know a lot of people love it. Like, do you guys love that one if you've tried it? But yeah, this one really appealed to me, so I picked it up, and this is what it looks like. This is the tube. I picked up Tahoe Medium Deep 2. I picked up that shade because that's the shade that I actually have in the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. That works for me, so I said, you know what, let me eyeball it, go with the same one. I know a lot of people have been picking up a different shade, but the Tahoe, this is the one that I'm wearing today. What do you all think? I'm actually wearing this foundation already a couple hours. So yes, I filmed myself applying this, but I can definitely do a review for you guys because I mean, this is I think my third time wearing it. So I need to test it a little bit more before I give you guys my thoughts. But yes. And then the last items I got were from Auntie Pat. Auntie Pat. So the first thing is this. Now this is an item that I didn't necessarily like wanted to have to get it. It wasn't a wish list, and then I said, okay, you know what? I'll keep it there. Let's see what happens. So I did get it, and this is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and of course very reflective. And I got it in the shade medium. This is what it looks like, right? And I'm going to tell you, this powder is super soft, super silky. This is what it looks like. So it is a really high coverage powder. And I actually thought that it would be like more brightening than it is. It is the powder that I'm wearing under my eye today. So it's not as brightening as I expected to be. Perfect for every day. And that's good because that's something that I will use a lot more as opposed to an item that was probably a little bit more brightening that I would probably reach for, let's say, for more glam looks. And when they say blurring, it blurs. Like I have on my makeup now a few hours already with no touch-ups, okay? And this is how it looks. So I don't know what you all think. I have only one concern that I've noticed so far because I think this is the item I've used the most out of everything I've purchased here so far that I got. And I think it feels a little bit dry in my under eyes, but it could be that I'm not prepping my under eyes well enough. So I will do that, and I will try this powder again and see what I think. But when they say blurring, they lie. Auntie Pat wasn't lying when she said blurring, right? And then of course the last item is this. Ta-da! We all know Sheri did not need another eyeshadow palette. We got so much in BoxyCharm and so on, and I am at my wit's end when it comes to palettes. I have so many, and of course I haven't been using a lot of them because I'm not doing makeup every day. Now before the pandemic, I did makeup every single day because I would go to the office every single day and I'd wear makeup every single day, and that allowed me to get a lot of palettes into rotation. And then COVID happened. So I really didn't want to purchase another palette, and I actually went back and forth with this one. And then I was like, I can't resist it because I absolutely love Pat McGrath shadows. I decided this and the Ambient Lighting palette would be my little splurges. So this is what it looks like. And of course, it's not in the typical black packaging that you would get from Pat McGrath. That is heavy and so on. Those are $100 and something US dollars, and you are paying a good part of that money that you're paying actually goes towards the packaging, because that packaging is luxe. Girl, it is heavy. It looks absolutely gorgeous. You know it's expensive. This though is a cardboard packaging, but it's actually still pretty sturdy. And then you have like a huge mirror inside here, but I don't want to blind you, but these are what the shades look like. Let me see if I can get it closer for you. So it has like 3 matte shades, and all the rest are shimmers and metallics. Absolutely stunning palette. It is the shadows that I'm wearing today. I've worn this once before with some other shades, and I can tell you the quality is there. I haven't tried all of them, so I could give you all another review on some, because like I said, I only use it. This is my second time. But one of the things that I absolutely noticed, and let me just watch myself in the mirror here, because again, I have on my makeup a couple hours now, and one of the things that I absolutely love with these is because I do have wrinkly eyelids, so therefore I actually do need to put a primer before I put a base or something, because that's the kind of help. With this, I don't need to do that. I wore it for Boxing Day to my family cook off kind of something, and like hours later I was so impressed. I went into the mirror, not a crease, and that is what you're paying for, not a crease. Like, let me just watch a couple of these, because it is so this is the shade that I'm wearing on my eyelids. Let me show you guys a couple of these here. I wouldn't bother to show you the mask, like which other one should I, let me do this kind of bronzy shade. Wow. Oh my goodness, I haven't worn that bronze yet. Just look at those. Ooh, y'all see that shift? So that gold on the top there is the one that I'm wearing on my lids. Oh my god. And that shade, that kind of reddish shade that has the shift there, that's like a blue brown, kind of like the blue brown pigment, but on steroids. And I had actually worn that one with some of the purpley shades Boxing Day. It looks so pretty. Loved it. Oh my goodness. I'm now looking at the bronze. This bronzy, this shade here is like a goldy bronze shade. It's not gonna pick up on camera. Oh yeah, there you go. It has like a kind of green shift. Ooh, that is beautiful. I can't wait to wear that one. But yeah, guys, that's everything that I picked up. I think I did pretty good. You can give me a round of applause. It's not as bad as some of my hauls have been. But yes, I picked up some budget, some drugstore, some higher end stuff. Have you guys picked up anything? Let me know. Are you going to pick up any of these? Have you been eyeing any of these? Do you want reviews on any of these? But guys, again, I wish you a wonderful 2021. Let's do this. I'll see you again in another video. Bye.